Welcome back, everybody,
to Super Challenge Bros.
I'm Max Milf, and he's Millum, and
Yeah.
we're back with Super Mario Challenge.
I'm going to try finding a level to do because most of these are
Wild
secret
Glide.
stars.
Oh, that's a horrible level, actually.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
I
dog
regret
shit.
my decision.
I totally forgot. Yeah, I mentioned this in like last video or something, but I hate the fucking levels in this game. They're just worse. They're so not memorable.
I wonder if we can go one playthrough, like one series, without shitting on
the game we're playing.
Yeah.
Well, because we keep picking like games I'm so familiar with.
One day it'll happen. Not today though.
Well, I have very little to shit on with Zelda.
Like even in TTYD, like there was one episode where I was just dumping on
That was
it
you,
for
yeah.
an entire episode.
Well, that was
like if it's not you, it's me. It's always
it's one of us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of a game that we both love equally, which does exist.
I'm sure it does.
Like, if we did Breath of the Wild... Well, no, we shit on that game all the fucking time,
Yeah.
actually. Never mind. No, because we love that game, but then there's things that bother us, whatever.
That's every game that we play. We love these games.
There are some games that don't bother... Like, I'll never shit on TTYD. I love everything about that game.
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
Everything.
There's not one thing where I'm like... I mean, if it is, like, it's like a nitpick. It's like a tiny... Which
Okay.
you do with anything. But I never would go like, oh man, I fucking hate this world or something.
And for me, that I guess the game would be Dark Souls. But then, like, in both of those examples in our Let's Plays, like the other one of us would
Exactly.
shit on it. So
it's pretty rare to find a game that we both just universally love everything about it.
yeah.
If we don't shit on it on anything about it.
Shadow of the Colossus. Just kidding. Fuck that.
Yeah, because if we do oot, then you would say shit
Yeah.
for that game. Majora's Mask, that's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, I feel like Majora's Mask is the closest we'll ever get to not shitting on a game at all.
Yeah, because
that
I
game's
love
just
that game.
fantastic. Okay, what the fuck? Yoshi, don't kill yourself.
Yeah, I don't know if I would change a single thing about that game
I wouldn't.
that I can think of right now.
Like, maybe some quality of life improvements with, like, the controls. Maybe. But I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, I never had issues with controls. But
Yeah, the game is just good. like, shit, what do you want? Play Majora's Mask, that's the moral of this story.
Yeah, you play it. But yeah, that's a game we both like fucking love to death.
Are there any other ones?
There has to be.
I doubt it, bro.
Well, there's some games I wouldn't shit on because I don't know them front to back. Like, if we did Klonoa, I wouldn't shit on that.
Oh, okay.
Because for one, I like that game, but like I don't know it enough to even be able to shit on aspects of it. Whereas like Mario Galaxy games, I can shit on them because like I played them. You know.
That's true.
But it's a funny point you make though. But how can we go a video without shitting on it?
One day it'll
So I always
happen.
find something. I find something that bugs me in these fucking games.
I can't shit on Klonoa because I genuinely love that game
Yeah.
with all my heart.
And I wouldn't
Oh,
shit on it
God.
because of my
Fuck.
ignorance.
Fuck. Fuck my ass.
Okay. Mario 1.
We should play Klonoa. Or Klonoa. Fuck, if I can pronounce shit.
Oh, I've heard some awful pronunciations of that. In
Really?
recent days, yeah. Someone called it, I think, Kolanoa. Yeah.
Klonoa.
Kolanoa. I don't know who,
That's funny.
but yeah, that was kind of weird.
That's a Delfino Plaza moment.
Ah, that's annoying. Mario Sunshine, that's a game we might not shit on.
Yeah.
But that game...
If I shit on Mario Sunshine, it's just out of rage. It's just because, like, I'm angry
tough,
at the
yeah.
levels. Like, that game is genuinely, like, good enough for me to say it doesn't deserve the shit that I would give it. Fuck my ass.
Oh wow, that just killed you. Jesus.
He just slapped me off of Yoshi. He was like,
Yeah.
no, go fuck yourself. I was like, okay. Shit.
Yoshi, don't die. Because you have no more lives. Yo.
You know, since I brought up Shadow of the Colossus earlier, I guess I'll talk about it, because I don't see another opportunity to. Shadow of the Colossus, great game, deeply flawed. There were very few moments in that game that didn't frustrate me, to some extent. And,
Yeah.
but it was worth trudging through. That's the biggest part of that game. It's the rest of it, like all the moments that weren't frustrating, all the bosses that were like fantastic, like made it worth it to play all the way through.
Okay, that's good.
And I really did enjoy that game, despite having so many fucking problems with it. Jesus Christ. Overall, my overall rating 7 out of 10. But if for some reason they remake it again, even though they already remade it like twice now, and somehow they fixed all of my issues, then it would easily be like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 game. And I'd recommend it to everyone.
Alright.
What about you? Do you have any games like that where like they frustrate the shit out of you, but you just keep playing them because the other factors are good?
Like, frustrate or I dislike aspects of a game?
You just like...
Because I can be frustrated, but I can love it. Like Castlevania.
Okay.
Perfect example.
So, better clarification, my question, like, you hate certain aspects, but it's worth playing through anyway.
Because of the sum is better than that
exactly.
shitty garbage. Definitely. I'm trying to think of games that would satisfy that. I was gonna say Shenmue. But that's pretty fucking evil. Because, like, Shenmue, I mean...
Shenmue's fantastic.
It's hard for me to be unbiased with that game. But, I feel like I feel like it's pretty telling of how much I really dread replaying that game. Just the idea of it. Because of certain moments in the game. Holy shit. No, I'm not gonna... Big Shenmue. Excuse me. Games. I don't know. I try to be. When I think of like my favorite games, I try to be like. I try to take that into account. Like I want it to be as a whole a great experience. If there's significant parts that are just shit that I fucking hate, that factors in. Like, I factor everything in. I'm not one of those people who finish a game and the ending is just Kino Perfection Giga Nut, and then I'm like, oh my god, top 10 in my top 3 of all time.
Oh my god.
I'm not like that. I have to take it.
Yeah.
I have to be like, if and when I replay this, how is it going to be as a whole?
Yeah.
Because games are meant to be experienced as a whole. You know. I mean, that's with me with any art form, really.
That's why Metroid Dread couldn't be my favorite Metroid. The ending, to this day, is still my favorite, like, ending to a Metroid game. It was fantastic, but the first 2 hours of that game are legitimate dog shit, and I hated it.
Yeah.
So, like, it was the same thing there. But, yeah, it's like you said, like, the sum of its parts have to be better, and Shadow of the Colossus is, to this day, the best example I have for that. I barely lost that. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, that was questionable, but
Ooh, game over.
Ooh, rough.
We've seen that.
Rough,
tweet.
boys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, gotta edit that out.
I hate love.
Where's Dobie?
Jesus Christ. No, don't bring up fucking Dobby. I'm Harry Potter. Love the fuck up.
He becomes like giga gigantic.
Yeah, I hate him.
Yeah. That's tough, man.
Yeah, I hit you with that hard-hitting question every day.
That's tough, because to get my favorite games, again, like they usually don't have that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of some shitty parts that I didn't like. Like Bakugan. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's like 40 minutes. Well, since we're talking about Zelda Ocarina of Time, like anything I don't like about that game? I mean, there are certain parts of games I love that I don't like playing through just because I've played them so many times over and over and over again.
The beginning of Ocarina of Time, I think everyone has played like 10 billion.
Yeah, like that's always like my least favorite part of the game. Because I've done it so many fucking times.
The beginning of Breath of the Wild, one of the longest fucking tutorials ever, and like
that's shit. Yeah,
it's
that's awful.
Garbage.
I really do not enjoy doing that. So, but I'm trying to exclude that part of it. Yeah, because there's not a lot of games I feel like even that I love, but then the parts I fucking hate. Like, there's not that extreme dichotomy, if you will, for most of it. I don't know. I'd have to look at my. I'll look at my shelf actually, because I can't think of it just off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. Like I said, Shadow of the Colossus, Metroid
Yeah.
Dread, both those fantastic games overall.
Mario Sunshine's peak. This guy's with Katie at peak.
You like everything on your shelf. Like, both Shadow of the Colossus and Metroid Dread are games that I haven't kept because I know
That's true,
that
yeah.
like the sum isn't like.
But maybe the games on my shelf will think of like a sequel or something or a different, you know,
Okay.
that I don't like as much.
Mario Odyssey for you?
No, I didn't love any part of
just
that game.
you hate that game.
I don't hate it. It was just painfully mediocre.
Oh, okay.
It was really average and at times even boring. So yeah, that would not even be not qualify for this. Any portable games. Fuck. Yeah, it's pretty rare for a game for me to just lose so much fucking steam at a point. I feel like it has happened. JSRF, oops, I'll peek. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll have to think about it. That's a loaded question.
Yeah. Dear viewer, what are your examples of games that are worth trudging through, but are not really to your standards? I'd love to know. Because I only have 2 examples so far.
Yeah, there's really not many of these.
Yeah, they are hyper-specific games. So I'd be surprised.
I feel like I'm thinking like RPGs because RPGs have there's usually always a moment or many
RPGs
moments
are like really long, so they have like the opportunity to
be really shit during one part. Like I remember Final Fantasy VI did have like one like slow part where you're introduced to like this tiny fucking girl and her grandpa or something. That was kind of stupid. But it wasn't horrible. It was just not. It wasn't as amazing as everything else around it.
Right.
So my Wii's burning out. Love it. We'll pick Symphony of the Night. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, by the way, I ordered that. They released it.
Oh, they released a physical of Requiem?
Yeah.
Who? PlayAsia or
Limited Run.
Okay.
I was waiting for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's on any other system.
It's not, sadly.
That's disgusting.
Which is really stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I really wish it was on.
I have no idea why, but
Me neither.
yeah, I pre-ordered that instantly. They had like these special editions of you meant wow.
Alright, shut up. No,
man.
Shut up.
Okay, back to my so they have like there's like these 2 other editions, but like they don't really come with anything that I care about. Like,
so you didn't get the good shit?
I didn't get like the deluxe or because it's like it would be like 100 to 150 Canadian. It's like I don't want to spend that much on fucking.
I've spent that much on worse.
It wouldn't be worse. It just I don't know. It comes with these cool little collectibles. Like you get a la carte sword, but it's not even like a real sword. It's like this tiny little fucking pin thing.
It's a letter opener.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Letter opener. I'm like, I'm never gonna use this. I don't give a shit. It came with a soundtrack, but then I'm like, when the hell do I listen to video game soundtracks like on my own? Pretty rare for me.
If it
anyway.
came with a soundtrack like CD.
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah.
I would have gotten that.
But I don't know. I already don't have any video game soundtracks, and I'd like it to keep it that way because if I get one, I'll want a billion, and then I will become bankrupt.
Just dive in.
No,
just dive head.
No, you can do that. I'll let you do that.
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
No.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So we're not doing that.
No, because I don't have a. No, you see, I would do that. No, I would do that.
Okay.
But I don't have a use because my Mac doesn't have a disk drive, so I can't get the WAVs out of there.
Okay.
If I could, then I absolutely would get video game soundtracks. For your information.
Don't you already have Chrono Trigger?
Yeah, I actually do already have Chrono
Yes.
Trigger, but that's just because that's like my favorite video game OST of all time. That had to be the exception, you know?
Yeah, I get you. But no, I love video game soundtracks, but I don't like them enough to like listen to them on my own. Well, I do sometimes, of course, but as physicals, not particularly. Like I'd rather just own the game than
Listen to the soundtrack that way.
Because to me, the game is like the complete package. I don't want like a piece of the package. I'll have the package.
Build a game.
Build a game.
You have to select the soundtrack, the graphic, like everything.
Yeah,
that'd be weird. I didn't know you could shake the nunchuck to get the spin. That's
Really?
so weird. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Already?
Anyway.
Yeah, so I got just the standard edition, which I didn't know, but it comes with a poster.
Oh.
So that's cool. So I don't know, I'm probably never going to hang that up. But...
I no longer need Castlevania Requiem because I have Symphony of the Night on my Xbox, and I'm getting Rondo of Blood on my PC Engine Mini. So
yeah,
there's literally no point.
I have Rondo on the PC Engine Mini, but I don't have anything on Symphony anymore. So
yeah, you needed it for Symphony, right?
Yeah, and it's nice to have Rondo just as a convenience factor as well, and it's also technically like a different version, because the TurboGrafx version of Rondo is like the original.
Yeah.
Whereas the Requiem is the PSP versions.
Oh,
of the
true.
games, which are
I forgot
Requiem
Requiem is just a port of the PSP version.
Yeah. Which is not a problem for Rondo, but it is a little bit for Symphony because it gets rid of the voice acting.
Well, not just that, but Symphony PSP has a few control changes as well.
Yeah. Some weird shit.
Yeah, there's some sus shit in PSP Symphony.
And they add Maria in that version, but it's not the Saturn version.
Yeah.
It's like a different version.
It's a whole
And
thing.
she's not good in the PSP version at all. So, yeah. It's weird, but it's still worth it for me. I'm not like that picky about it.
That level used to frustrate the shit out of me as a kid. I legit, like,
Yeah.
I think I almost broke my Wii remote playing that level as a kid. Goddamn.
Tall Trunks.
Mario
Tall
Kart.
shits. But yeah, it did come with the soundtrack. I didn't really care enough. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember the other extras it came with. It came with these like massive boxes, and like, where the fuck am I gonna put this? No, I'm good.
So you just have the standard, like, just the disc.
I just keep it
with the
clean.
thing. Okay.
Because for me, it's all about like, I want the physical, and I want to be able to play it. I don't need this extra garbage unless it's like, I don't know. Well, I think there's some exceptions of shit I would get crazy stuff for, but
Like,
not that.
I would get stuff that I have a use for. Like, I would get, like, a physically to-scale accurate replica of Alucard's sword, rather than a stupid fucking, like, letter opener. That was pathetic. That was the worst jump of all time. Sorry about that.
It's okay. But yeah, they didn't care about the letter opener shit. Yeah, no, there's some cool like special shits that exist, but I think another reason is that because it's like Requiem and it's like a collection, that it's not as like, I'm not as enticed to get special shit in regards to it, because all the extras say Requiem on it, and Requiem is not actually a Castlevania game.
Yeah.
It's just the name of the compilation. So for me, it loses a little bit of its kind of uniqueness there. So if it was just like a put of Rondo of Blood, then it's like, yeah, you know, perhaps I'd change my tune a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I try to really be sparing with like getting collector's editions of anything.
It has to be a game that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And like I'm really passionate about. So for me that would be like Symphony of the Night. Ghost of Tsushima. Oh my god, I wish I got the collector's edition for that. Are you fucking kidding me? It came with like the mask that Jin wears.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that was such a good collector's edition. I actually regret not getting that. But I didn't know I would love the game so much at the time.
Exactly.
It was a risk.
That's another thing. That's another thing. Is like you don't, for a lot of these games, you don't know if you're gonna like it enough.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not gonna spend $100. Turns out now it's like $1,000.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck it. But yeah, that's kind of like I guess the nice thing when you're getting like old games.
Yeah.
Like especially old games that are ported and you know it's good. Like Requiem, I know is good because we played it. So it's not a risk for me to pre-order that at all. So.
Yeah, like when I remember getting Ghost of Tsushima, thinking I'm not gonna like this game. I'm just getting it to try it out. It's gonna be like Assassin's Creed style, like basic fucking game, whatever. I was not prepared at all to get that fucking invested, that hooked in the game. I remember even saying before I played it, like, it can't be that good. Right? Like I didn't believe the reviews. And then, like, I played it myself, and I'm like, holy
Yeah, because people were
shit.
telling you that, like, Last of Us 2 was better.
Yeah, that too.
which is such a stupid
Which
fucking
turned me
opinion.
off because I didn't even like the first Last of Us.
And people were saying Last of Us 2 was horrible.
Yeah.
So if that's better than Ghost, then that means Ghost is like bottom of the barrel fecal matter.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, this doesn't deserve the hype. I'm not excited.
So you went in with pretty low expectations.
Yeah, and then little do I know, it becomes one of my favorite games of all time. Still my third favorite. Absolutely love that game. But yeah, that's why I didn't get the fucking collector's edition. Because I was like, collector's edition? I'm never going to want this fucking garbage. Turns out it's actually some of the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, I was hooked right away from that game as well.
Oh my god.
I remember like just putting it in, I didn't stop playing for a while.
Yeah.
It's great.
That was the only game I played for a solid like week. That was fantastic. I was so engrossed in. Like,
it's so great when you get into a game. You just like.
Oh yeah.
That used to happen a lot more to me as a kid.
Well, yeah, because as a kid you have more time.
More time and
shit, right.
And I feel like you got less games because you didn't have as much expendable income, any income at all.
Yeah, as an adult, it's rare for that to happen, but it happened to me with like Ghost.
It can happen, which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. It's amazing.
Breath of the Wild was one of the best experiences in my life.
Oh yeah.
Gaming wise, like, it goes to show you how good it was because I literally played like one of the worst versions of it, which was like the Wii U Cemu pirated garbage dog shit before they optimized Cemu. So this is before it became good. It was shit. It was like the frame rate was awful. It would crash, and I still was addicted to it. I couldn't stop playing that fucking game. But yeah, that was amazing. Didn't quite happen with me with Ghost, but the same level, but it was definitely up there. I think because of Ghost, I actually beat pretty quickly. It's not that long of a game. At least it didn't feel long.
Yeah, because you just played the main story and called it a day, right?
I did the main story, and I'm not sure if you need to do this, but I did like the two like main side quests. The one with like the girl archer.
Oh yeah.
With her sister or something, and the old man who's trying to find the.
Oh, the old man trying to kill a student, right?
Yeah, and the student was like a goat or something. I don't remember. But oh my god, you got him!
Holy
nice.
Shit!
So it is possible.
That's the first time in history I've ever done that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely more side content that I didn't do.
I'm trying.
But it's pretty rare for me to have a game where like I'm so engrossed in it that I want to do every single little thing in it, just because of, like you said, the amount of games we're exposed to now.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, when I played Ghost of Tsushima for the first time, I went for a 100% run the first time. And that, like... So I was playing it for a lot longer than you did. Yeah. I think I finished at 40 hours. And I think you finished at, like, 12 or something?
It took me 3 days, I think, to beat it.
So I'm not sure, but... It took me a lot longer, and I was...
Well, not 3 days of full playing.
Yeah.
Obviously, that would be, like, fucking 72 hours of hell. But yeah, it was great.
Such a fantastic one, bro. I like the side quests were some of my favorite parts of that game. Playing the parts where like the dude would tell stories and be like, legend says of the fucking guy that you have to find in the mountains, and then you find the fucking guy in the mountains and he teaches you like a legendary move that you'll only use once in the game, but it's still awesome. That shit was like my favorite part. Like the Heavenly Strike and shit.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that until you showed me.
So fucking awesome.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Play Ghost of Tsushima.
The holy trilogy of challenge videos.
Yes.
And we'll see you in 10 years from now.